And it's another beautiful day with more great music playing here on your number one station, RX Radio. The music is just amazing. What more can I say? I had to face my lips away from the microphone as I blew a kiss because I ain't trying to catch some diseases by kissing this microphone, where other people that have come before me or will come after me would have also had their lips very close, and then maybe we'll transmit diseases to each other. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. So I just had to quickly turn away, blow my kiss to convey to you just how amazing the music playing on RX Radio is, okay? I love being here, and I love the fact that it is a beautiful Wednesday morning, the 20th of September 2023, and as mentioned before, today happens to be International Thinking of You Week. This whole week actually is International Thinking of You Week, which started on the 18th of September, Monday, and will continue until Sunday, the 24th of September. Surprising a loved one with a heartfelt message is very powerful. It can uplift spirits, it can strengthen bonds, and it can remind people that they are cherished beyond measure. So in case you haven't been doing so lately, take this opportunity this whole week to let them know that they are special during this International Thinking of You Week. Okay? Great. Well, lately I have been thinking about FDC. Why? Well, they've been having all kinds of problems. Remember when they tried to hold a meeting and then there were disruptions and some of the party leaders were harassed and were not allowed to enter, and it got all crazy, didn't it? Well, and they've been embroiled in some sort of legal process in which certain members of the party are unhappy with the internal workings of the organization. The result of which is that now the FDC's Executive Council, National Executive Council of the FDC, yesterday suspended their party president, Engineer Patrick Amuriat, and also suspended their Secretary General Nandala Mafabi from the party, and have appointed instead Kampala Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago to be their interim party president. What's going on? Well, the move was taken yesterday during the extraordinary National Delegates Conference that took place at their Katonga offices, despite an objection by police that had deployed heavily around the premises. Now, the members also resolved to extend the leadership of the FDC party organs by another 6 months from October the 8th, 2023. Now, the meeting was chaired by the FDC National Chairman Ambassador Waswa Birigwa, and also was attended by the party founder, Dr. Kiza Besije, and other top FDC leaders. In the 7 resolutions that were read by party spokesman Ibrahim Semujunganda, the party has also resolved to put in place an interim electoral commission to hold party elections. They resolved that Mafabi and Amuriat, as well as the Treasurer General, Geoffrey Ekanya, be suspended and investigated over their dealings. Oh my, interesting. Meanwhile, the FDC Deputy Chairperson, Lukwago, and Deputy Treasurer, Francis Mujupche, and also Harold Kaija, the Deputy Secretary General, will assume the roles of the suspended officials. This came a day after court halted the FDC's Extraordinary Delegates Conference. Amuriat and Mafabi have disassociated themselves from the conference, saying it was not planned or budgeted for by the party. Well, who cares? You're out now. You have no power. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not one who has keenly followed the FDC's inner workings. They are not a political party that interests me particularly. I do not find the leadership to be motivational or inspiring or engaging. And I've spoken to Patrick Amuriat on this program, and he's really not, like, you talk to him and you don't really feel the sense that, there's a lot of passion behind it. Really, the energy is not there, and it's no wonder that they've been losing ground to upstarts such as the National Unity Platform, which, as I speak, really are the de facto official national political opposition party. That's really a thorn on the side of the government. FDC is like they are a shadow of their former selves, and maybe it's not surprising. I mean, they've been at this for such a long time. Their party, former party leader Kiza Besije, contested several times under the party banner to be the presidential candidate, and that went nowhere. He looks also very tired, and I don't know if at this point it's kind of like how when you have a dog, a dear sweet dog who you love, who's been with the family for many years, but it's now so old and weak and it can't eat and it's just in pain constantly. Typically, your vet will advise you to put the dog down. That, we know you love your dog, but as you can see, The dog is suffering. The dog is old, doesn't have long to live. So to continue allowing it to live in agony is inhuman. You'd rather just, decide on a day in which you put it to sleep permanently. And then usually people will get together and have that wonderful final moment with their dog, maybe treat it to its favorite meals, and they'll sit there and watch as the dog can't even eat it because it is so sick, and then carry the dog off to the vet and have it be put down, and then they go lay it to rest. Is that what perhaps needs to happen to FDC? Because I'm sure we all love the fact that they've worked very hard over the years, and many of their members have tried their best to be the voice of dissent, challenging many of the policies and the dictates and the actions of the government. But as a political party, they indeed seem like an old dog whose final days are fast approaching. And perhaps the more humane thing would be to put this dog to sleep rather than to keep it going on in agony for many, many more years. Yet it seems to lack any cohesion, seems to lack any vision, seems to lack any energy. So why not instead just, dissolve the whole party and let all of its members get behind NUP, which has super energy, With Bobi Wine running the show there at NUP, I am yet to see a more invigorated political movement. Have you been seeing the crowds that have been attending the tour? High energy, tens of thousands of people at every event they stage, and wow. So FDC maybe just needs to get behind those guys, put all their energy and support behind them, and maybe during the next general election might have a better chance of pushing their presidential candidate, who I guess will be Robert Chagulanyi or Bobi Wine, pushing him across the finish line to be the next president of the country. Because otherwise, why have a fractured opposition, and yet many of these opposition parties don't really have any steam left? You're just wasting time and dividing the vote. This is me being an amateur political analyst and strategist, but that's just my take on the situation. What do you think? Do you think at this point FDC should keep it going? Do you think with these recent changes that the party could experience a revival, especially at the hands of a powerful, charismatic leader like Erias Lukwago, who, if I may say, also seems to have gotten a bit tired? Remember, he fell very ill around the time of the last elections. Or shortly thereafter. He's not been doing so well, and I don't think he packs the same punch as he used to many years ago. But let's see. Let's give them a chance. If indeed, under the guidance of the interim party president, Erias Lukwago, if the party can somehow resurrect and be relevant and dominant again, maybe that won't be too much of a bad thing. I guess we'll find out one way or the other. And do keep listening to the Fatboy Show on RX Radio. Sarah joins us shortly to tell us what's poppin'.
RX Radio.